Hello everybody, welcome back to Strategic Command Paradox game of playing. Starting here with the Brits, we can see that we have some submarine spottings. I don't know if we can use the Reykjavik plane. How far can they scout? That's a good question. They can scout 2 hexes. What the heck? They can scout all around the island. Oh, is it raining? Okay, I got it. It's raining, that's why. Okay, what about the other one then? Is it raining down here? Mostly yes. Oh, let's just move them somewhere else then, closer to everything. Move them over here. I don't think they need to be raiding. Anyway, we got some destroyers that need to upgrade. Oh, I got level 2 now. Right, so let's upgrade to level 2. Submarine level 2. And get these guys up here. The battleships. And this carrier wants to reinforce its aircraft. There we go. Right. Let's take a look over here. And I guess the transport, let's see, they can go to there. The destroyers can't go that far. Alright, so let's follow. Let's just go like this. And then, how is that? Like this? Yes, and then the battleship. And then we simply just follow these guys. Follow through. Like that. And that. And the headquarter. And the cruisers in the back. And then we have this destroyer here. We can actually come down and protect there. And then we have the British destroyers. They will also join in for full protection. Could go down this way to see if there's any submarines around. Does not seem to be the case. And they will block the remaining holes. We also have the carrier over here that will reinforce its aircraft, or just follow. Yeah, let's just send it out. And then we can operate the flights to Britain, I hope. Yes, nice. Got 2 of those. And what else do we have up here? Oh, we got bombers as well. Let's upgrade the tacticals and send them over next turn. Tanks will, I'm not sure if we'll just leave them and then wait for the next batch of units. We got 200 points straight. And tanks would cost, well, I can't buy anymore. I don't have the points for it. Alright. The British got 249, and we should be able to ship out from Tripoli. The question is, do we try and land in Sicily? The Italian morale is down to 50%, so I could land in Syracuse. How many can I amphibious? 2. Land a couple in Syracuse, maybe just 2, and then bring in the headquarters, and then try to expand. Well, let's try this. So amphibious transport, that will cost 41, and we can go there, and that's the only one I can. No, I can also do it with this one. Go there. Then we can do 2 long-range amphibious on top of that. That would cost 99. Okay, what about this one? Alright, so move these guys over here so they are ready to go. Next turn. We still got 167. We can move the army over. Where does it need to be? Over here? I think so, yeah. And then transport this one over to Greece. And speaking of Greece, we now have the air power available. How much would it cost to reinforce this one? 30, let's do that. Not so keen about the reconnaissance unit. We don't really need that. The fighters though. Let them upgrade for 25. I need the others because I'm gonna bomb. I'm thinking about bombing Corfu with tacticals. We've got interceptors, so I needed the escorts. Ouch. 2 damage. I think that's probably good enough to just take them out. Yes. Take Corfu and move back here. Corfu is mine. That means we can bombard the Germans over here. With the 2 cruisers. And then we have more heavy bombers. We got another. We got 2 strikes with this one. One, 2, and then we can attack like that. That should give them something to think about. At least they need to spend some points on them. Up here, let's strike these guys for 3. Bomb them for another 1. Actually 2. Then I think we can actually destroy them. Yes. And we can move over here. So we could possibly move these guys up here and then attack the German bombers. Alternatively, I could just attack straight up this way and then move up. Hmm. 3 damage to the armor, that will be devastating. Let's do that. they have to shift these units around. Let's reinforce this one to 7. Move this one out here. And then move forward here. And say hello to these guys. And they're in deep trouble. This is starting to look like something I can use. I wonder if I can bombard their aircraft with simple destroyers. Okay, so we have another army arriving from Greece, no, from Africa. Maybe landed in Corfu. And we can start moving on Tirana. The German units around here look in shambles, except for this tank here that looks pretty good. And then we'll land these guys in Sicily to open up another front. And once the US guys arrive in Britain, we'll land them somewhere else. Right, so let's move on to Soviets. The Red Tide. I'm gonna move these guys back so they don't die. And then we're simply just gonna push forward. Now these Hungarians are in trouble. We got shock armies. We can move it all the way over here. And this one will come down this way, ready to move around. We also got mechanized next turn, so we can push through even further. Now up here we need to desperately reinforce these guys. And then simply push down this way. Oh, look at that. Ooh, it's so tempting, but supplies are down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I could go there, but with the German armor nearby, that's probably not a good idea. Instead, let's just stay here and no, we can reinforce. No. Also, we can move it over here. No. Probably just stay there. Move these guys forward. 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 Something like that. The Desperate will need to reinforce down here, or we'll be able to walk straight to Bucharest. These guys are in deep trouble. They could be surrounded. These guys, yeah, nothing's gonna happen here. Just reinforce. That's it. Then up here, let's see, what can we do? It's tempting to just move up here, but the German armor is right there and is into woods. Let's attack the tanks first. That makes it less dangerous to move in here. They're not letting themselves getting pushed back. And then we simply close this gap. There we go. Bring the train over here. Let's see, I got supply 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I can go here. I can extend that with the headquarter. So I could probably reach Pinsk. If nothing else, that would get the German mines spinning. Let's see, up here. This one actually reinforce, and then I'm thinking about moving a unit over here. And then simply reinforce. Reinforce. Start pushing up. Whenever they leave a gap, just push forward. There's going to be no quarter from this time on. I can't move in there though. The Italians, of course, I will spend every opportunity to pick on them. Let's shift them around. Maybe we can get a lucky shot here. Yep, they're gone. This one will reinforce. And then we'll start to push down there. There's nothing hindering that. I can't reinforce. And then up here, got the German 12 Corps. I'd have to go into the woods here. I'm not happy about that. Let's get the headquarters over here maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take it a little bit closer. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. It will be supply 2 here. Alright. So 2 German units trapped up here. I will make them pay for that mistake. Over here, operate this guy out. No, he can't. Just start moving out then. And that leaves us with 1,000 points yet for the Soviets. Are there any research that we need to get going? Maybe aerial warfare. Just 100 points. Doesn't matter about naval. Okay, and then purchasing. Get another 3 shock armies. At 262. So that's 5, 7. Yeah, I can get 3. Oh yeah, we got the rockets last time, so I have 4 rockets, 3 shock armies. No, that's I got 3 rockets and 3 shock armies coming out, plus the destroyer in Arkhangelsk. And I'll save up the 200 US points, unless I can buy tanks for those 200. No, I need those points. I think that's it. The Germans are pressed on several fronts now. Let's see how they react to that situation. General Vladislav Anders. Stalin is willing to allow us to evacuate thousands of Polish soldiers from the USSR. It would be wise to take advantage of this offer so that we can leave the USSR and head for Middle East. What? Once there, hopefully we will be able to persuade the British to form these men into a corps, so that we can play a full role in the struggle ahead for free Poland. Alternatively, we can stay in the USSR and seek service in the Red Army. Would you like to evacuate as many of our soldiers as possible from the USSR to the Middle East? Say yes, or would you rather that they stay in the USSR? Let's check the notes on that. If you say yes, then the British will have the opportunity to form this Polish corps at Kuwait. If you say no, the USSR will have the opportunity to form a Polish corps to support Red Army operations on the Eastern Front. I think I'll take the ones in Kuwait. So I'm just going to go with yes. Axis Raiders, Rough Seas, Research Breakthrough. USA develops logistics, level 3, and USA develops production technology, level 4. The US are far ahead on research. Right, Axis turn. Romanians are pulling out of Chisinau to Galati. They can see the danger to Bucharest. It looks like I've opened up the Greek frontier a little bit. The Germans are generally retreating. Nope, they moved more troops down to Greece. We've got several small pockets of Germans. The Germans just can't afford losing all those guys. Still trying to get to Sidomir. Got the cavalry. Actually does 1 damage. I think we're going to lose that corps right there. Still got the armor. But what we can see is that the Germans have a hard time reinforcing their units all around. at some point they will simply just break. If I can provide relentless pressure, they're only strong around the Vitebsk area. That's the only place that they actually have something to play with. Right, these guys are strong. Yeah, they're gonna destroy that core. Oop. Those tanks are really good. We'll just buy it again, no problem. The armor moves into Kishinev. Lots of aircraft deployed to the center. Okay. And the convoys. US aircraft bombed Tokyo in the Doolittle raid. And that's it. Maybe some intel. Some submarine intel would be nice. 24th Corps destroyed. Germany lost 39 points. No submarine intel. Second tanks USA. Let's place them. There. Alright. This is how it looks. Let me just check Greece again. We got a hole around here that we can try to utilize. And the tanks are back up to full strength. Most interesting theater is here, where we could go for a complete encirclement of the Germans in Kishinev. I think it's worth a try. That will take their supplies down considerably. I think I'm gonna go for that. Of course, we'll clean up the 3 pockets up here. I'll move the US troops further towards England, and we'll land in Sicily as well. Lots of good things coming in the next episode. I hope you'll join me for that. Take care and see you there. Bye bye.